How many trees do you need to make a forest? Good morning, family. Good morning, friends. Up all early, sweating, meditating. Hope you guys have been having a fantastic week. I hope you have just been accomplishing and crushing your goals. I hope you've just been moving in the vision, learning new skills, all that good, great stuff. If we haven't had the chance to personally meet, my name is Aaron Roberts, and one of the things I just love to do is I just love to encourage people. I love to let people know that there's a bigger vision for their life, that God has a better version of them out there, and then all they got to do is just claim it and then walk in it. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, pretty short for you here today. What I want to encourage you today is this. When you think of a small grain of sand, right, it doesn't really add up to much, right? It's just a tiny grain of sand. You can brush it off. It's not a big deal. When you think about a drop of water in a cup, doesn't really matter. It's just a drop of water. You can brush it off. Even a tree, like a single tree, it doesn't. When you look at it, it's like, okay, great. It's just a single tree. When you take each of those elements and you multiply them exponentially, they become a desert, an ocean, a forest. Each of those little elements multiplied times over become these large, majestic environments. And that's what I want to encourage you into this morning. The habits, the daily activities that you take part in each day are what builds the spiritual and mental and physical environments that you end up living in, on both the good and the bad. I need you to understand that a lot of the times we look at things and we think, okay, habits, we only think good habits and they compound. Bad habits compound. Just like eating healthy meals consistently leads to a healthy looking body and a healthy lifestyle. Not eating, healthy meals consistently leads you in the same direction. And I want you to remember that, because it can be really easy to look at the daily habits and think to ourselves, okay, it doesn't matter if I read 30 minutes a day. It doesn't matter if I exercise, 15, 20 minutes a day. That doesn't matter. In that single day, sure. But those activities compounded over time create this environment that cannot be ignored. When you see people in a successful state, in a successful place, in environments that you want to get into, the number one thing I want you to remember going into this weekend is that it's the little daily habits that create the environments that cannot be ignored. It's the exercising for 15 to 20 minutes a day, 3 to 4 times a week. It's the reading an inspirational book or your Bible, 30 minutes a day, 6 to 7 times a week, that really builds the spiritual and emotional stability. It's the learning how to communicate and practicing the skills little bit by little bit every single day that creates the character traits that you want to see in the future. So if you're looking down the line and you're thinking to yourself, okay, great, this is where I want to be, ask yourself, what does that person who I want to be do every single day, and then start doing those things. If the you down the line is an amazing communicator, has really good relationships, right, understands how to mediate, then it's probably important that you spend some time doing the daily habits that get you to the point where you're a good communicator, where you have healthy relationships, where you understand how to mediate issues. Practice those little daily habits. That little grain of sand, when multiplied exponentially, becomes a vast desert. I want you to think about that. Oh, before I let you go, if this content is bringing you any value in any shape, fashion, or form, I just want you to share it with a family member or friend, or maybe somebody who needs to know that there's a bigger vision for their life, or that God has a better version of them later on down the line. If no one has told you today, I love you. Don't just live life, live it abundantly and love the life that you live.